Hey everybody, Gabe Jenkins back with you. Do a quick video here on revolved cuts. We've already talked about Revolve Boss Base, which is a way of taking a two-dimensional contour and making a three-dimensional solid out of that by taking our shape like this shape right here and revolving it around a central axis of revolution, right? So I'd be taking this whole gray shape here and swinging it around, revolving it around this central axis. So it'd be something pretty simple. It would look like, take that shape, revolve around that, say yes, sounds good, and we have this shape that kind of looks like a baseball bat, right? So that's, just to be clear, like that's one way you can make a shape that is from a two-dimensional shape into a three-dimensional shape using the Revolved Boss Base tool. And you probably already used that in an assignment, maybe I can't remember, I think it's like number 9, I think you need to do that. But I want to show you this one as well. There's the revolved cut, right? So just like we got used to the extruded boss base and then the extruded cut, like we want to cut something out of it in a straight line, so like extrude cut is the opposite of extrude boss base. We're going to do today a quick video on revolved cut. So it's like the revolve in the sense that you're taking a two-dimensional shape and rotating it around, revolving it around a central axis to create a three-dimensional shape, but you're cutting material away. It's exactly analogous to what a lathe does if you've ever worked on a lathe using like wood cutting, or we're going to use it with our CNC machines, right? So it's like this. So say we have this shape right here, and we've done a revolve boss base, and we rotate around that thing, and cool. All right. Now say I want to create that same baseball bat, and I have a cylinder of material, right? So this is just like if we had a cylinder material that we put into the lathe. So instead of thinking about the shape that I want to keep, I'm thinking about what is the shape of the material that I want to cut away from this starting block of material. So I can start here and make, I'm trying to make like kind of like the opposite shape, right? So in a way, I'm creating a similar shape, but it's going to be a little bit different, right? All right, so I'm going to start off by making kind of like the same shape I was making. I think it went straight out actually. Went out a little bit. Then I think it was a spline. Splines, if you haven't played around with them, you should start to play around with them because they're fun to play around with. All right. Let's cut this one off like here, and then make a straight line. It goes from my edge right here up to, we'll say up to here. All right. So what I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to make a shape that I want to cut away, right? So if I were to start off with this huge block of material here, and I have an axis of rotation, which I'm going to define as from here to here, right? If I take this material up here and cut it away from that huge cylinder material, then what I'm doing is I'm creating the same shape that we started off with in this one. I'm just, instead of building it up from the center out, I'm starting from the outside and cutting it away, right? So I got this shape right here, that closed contour up there that I'm going to try to cut away. This is going to be my axis of rotation. So if I click on revolved cut, it says what's my axis of revolution. If I click that, okay, and I'm going to go 360 degrees around. Not going to do thin feature. I'm going to do this whole part right here. And so if I do that, I end up with the same shape, but I mean, almost the same shape, right? And so it's a really useful tool. You're gonna see that it's useful in a number of assignments that you're gonna need to cut out material around a central axis going forward. So I just want to show you how that tool works. It's the revolved cut tool. Again, you have to define the closed two-dimensional profile that you want to cut out, and you got to define where the axis of revolution is that you're spinning that cut around, and that's it. It's like the opposite of the extruded opposite of the revolved boss base. This builds up material, this cuts it away. All right, everybody, have a great day. Hope that was useful for you. Let me know if you have any feedback. Appreciate it.